Hi, my name is Jim Bala. I'm the SnowDogg tech at Buyers Products. Today we'll be showing you guys how to remove the pump shaft seal. It's part number 16159116, and this will go for all the power units in the SnowDogg lineup. How we know this shaft seal is bad, what it comes down to is on one side you have the tank, the other side you have the motor. If you're getting oil on this side of the manifold, that means your pump shaft seal is going bad and filling your motor up with oil. So today we're going to replace it, and the first step we're going to do is make sure you drain the oil. It's very important that you drain the oil, because if you take the tank off and the oil's still in there, it's not good. So we previously drained the oil. The next thing we'll do is we're going to have to remove the tank. What you'll use is an 8 millimeter socket and remove the 4 mounting bolts that attach the tank to the manifold. After the 4 bolts are removed, you're going to want to take a screwdriver and pry the tank off. Be careful not to damage the O-ring that's on the manifold. Once the tank's off, remember that there's a baffle that will be going on top when you reattach the tank. What we have now is we have our screen, and then we have our pump. The shaft seal is between the pump and the manifold. Again, remember the placement of the screen. It's very important. I'm going to take the screen off by unscrewing it so it doesn't get damaged when we're working on the shaft seal. Next, I'm going to take a 13 millimeter socket and take out the bolts for the pump. It's just the 2 outside ones you have to loosen. Now you'd like to take a screwdriver and pry the pump off. So when we take the pump off, there's your shaft seal that's located in the pump. Be careful, we do have an O-ring that's in this manifold. We don't want to lose that, so just make sure it's there when we reinstall the pump. Now what you want to do, since the pump shaft seal is no good, you want to take a pair of vice grips and lock onto it and kind of work itself back and forth till you get it loose. And remove it. Again, remember the positioning of the shaft seal. The open end will go toward the pump. The shaft seal's part number is part number 16159116. So I take the new shaft seal, and what I want to do is we're going to put a little Loctite around the outside of it. Going to take some oil, put it on the spline so we don't ruin the shaft seal before we even start. And I'm going to gently slide it down into position on the pump. The next step is I take a socket that's the same diameter as the shaft seal. I'm going to slightly, gently tap it straight. Once the pump shaft seal has bottomed out, you want to reattach it to the manifold. Once you put the pump back on, you want to put the screen back on. Remember the location where it was. Make sure it's pointing down. The next step, we'll put the tank back on. Remember, the baffle is always on top. Then you'll put the tank mounting bolts back on. Then fill with oil, and you're off to go. Well, that's the completion of our video of how to install a pump shaft seal on all the SnowDogg power units. For any other information, go to www.byrusproducts.com.